Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Trey. It's my man Bishop. We are First Formation Morning Sports Talk. Come on and fall in with us this morning as we get to talking about a couple of things in sports. Every once in a while we relate it to our military service, but it's always a whole vibe here. Bishop, what's good with you this morning, brother? How you doing at this top of the hour?
Hey, what's going on? WGO, WGO. What's good? What's going on, man? It is Tuesday, man. Uh, how's everybody doing, man? Hopefully, this finds y'all doing good. It is time for first formation. A few things going on in sports. How was your Monday, Trey?
Oh, it was all right, man. It's just, you know what? I didn't even realize it was Tuesday. I don't know where my mind was at when you said Tuesday. I was like, dang, it's Tuesday. Like it seems like it's further along in the week. But in any case, it was cool. Today we get ready for week 5 of the intramural sports on Fort Polk for the bowling season. So that's always interesting as we watch people bowl and stuff like that. And that's not one of the sports in which I picked up or too keen on. But in any case, is here. Key, what's good with you? What's going on this morning?
What's going on, Key? What's good?
Same
Good
to you,
morning. Good
Eric.
morning, Eric. What's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How y'all
You,
doing?
you you keep coming back, Eric. We appreciate it, even though uh, whether regardless of the banter we may give in reference to the Minnesota Vikings. You know what, Eric? I have a question. Are you a Golden Gophers fan? Because I gave some love to Flick and Fick and the Gophers the other day, and I was ridiculed for it. He is like the Golden Gophers. I'm not gonna say any names, but I was ridiculed for bringing up the Minnesota Golden Gophers when we was talking about good teams. So I'm just wondering, do you represent the Golden Gophers as well, or who's your college team in that case? But yeah. So what you do with your Monday there, sir?
I didn't do nothing, man. Chilled out, man. Cause I went and worked out yesterday. Went back on my workout grind. So I didn't do a whole lot of nothing, man. I did go jump on Madden for a little bit, man. Got frustrated with that.
You know what?
Jumped
That's
on
it.
2K.
You say that. I didn't get. Oh, only Vikings. Okay, okay, only Vikings. That's interesting you say that, Bishop. You ain't give us a rundown on Madden. Like I hear it getting played in the room next door to me.
Mm,
It's over there too. But
mm.
what is your take? You know, what I'm saying on the latest, the new Madden?
So I will say that I'm been a Madden fan since Madden probably came out, man. Is a good key. So it's good. The graphics, especially if you playing on the PS5 version.
Okay,
Now,
you did say Missouri Tigers. Okay, I'm sorry. Go
Missouri
ahead.
Tires is your team. It's
You did say
from
that the other day.
Oh, okay. I've
Oh,
heard
mixed
mixed.
reviews out there. I ain't
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
mixed.
and you're gonna hear mixed reviews about Madden because of the simple fact that they got a new passing system. They brought in a new passing system. Now you can still play with the previous passing system, but they brought a new one where it's accuracy and pinpoint passing and stuff, something like that. But
So does it make
uh,
it does it make it feel like you're actually quarterbacking? Like you have to make those decisions because you have to be quick with your hands.
yes,
Those decisions. Okay.
yes, yeah. So with the new passing mechanics in it, it definitely makes for a more difficult game because yeah, it just it takes some getting used to, you know what I'm saying? And you try to, or at least I do. um I don't try to, if they put something new in the game, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's my due diligence to try and at least try it out and see how it is,
You're not feeling
see
it.
whether or
How you
not
feeling it?
it's hard. It takes some
It
getting
is
used.
like
Yeah,
you got to really quarterback. Like you got to make the decision.
you really gotta, like, if you gotta know the pockets, you gotta put the ball, like you have to move they have it where there's a cursor
Mm-hmm.
that you move to where the ball, where you want the ball to end up. So where the
Oh,
receiver should be by the time the ball gets there. So that's that part. So it's challenging. It's different. You know what I'm saying? I played the other day. I started my face of the franchise. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but face of the franchise is where you come out of college and you get drafted by one of the NFL teams, and you basically a rookie in whatever position in which you chose to be. You come into the league as that, and so I chose, of course, chose to play quarterback or whatnot. And man,
what college did
it's
you come from?
of course really, really,
So
really.
you must have got selected in the third round.
No, of course not. Why would I? Why would they do that?
That's
The last
impressive.
few quarterbacks that have come out, and we've got two out of the last 5 years or so that's got Heisman Trophy winners. Why would I get what? Really? But anywho, um, so of course I went to my beloved Eagles. My beloved Eagles made it to the
So
Eagles.
do you set the tone for that, or does that just happen to happen? Just
No,
by
no, I
coincidence, you were an Oklahoma Sooner, and then you got selected
yeah,
by the
it
Eagles.
just by coincidence, bro. By coincidence, I became an Eagle, and Jalen Hurts is of course my backup, which is
He's your backup.
and he's my. I don't know why that's so funny to this dude right now. I don't get it. I don't get. I don't get the. I
I
don't get the
swear, I
laugh.
thought you said, "Of course, I'm Jalen Hurts' backup," and then as you
Mm,
were saying it, I replayed it in my mind. I was like, "Did he just
No,
say he
he's
Jalen Hurts is his
my
backup?"
backup. He's my backup. However, comma, I will say this: I should be bitched by now because I got more interceptions than I got touchdowns. I swear, bro. The
Oh
other day,
goodness!
was it
Oh,
yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Other day, I threw 6 picks in a game. 6 picks, bro.
six
It's
picks.
different. Yes, you had
You
5 year
basically
points last year.
you
You
was
got
knocking down 3 pointers like Jordan.
bro. Yeah, I had converted football to basketball, bro. I was doing,
Get
man.
them in there. Get them in
That's
there.
just that's just how hard or how difficult that darn passing. And they've one thing that they did with the new Madden is they made the AIs more intelligent.
Okay.
Like in previous
So
years,
the AIs ain't no slouch.
yeah, in previous years, especially on All Madden, in previous years, the AI, that dude, the AI the linebacker would watch the ball go right by him, wouldn't attempt to bat it, wouldn't
Oh
attempt
no, they
to
going after
intercept.
you now.
Yeah, they don't do that no more. They actually go like I've had yesterday. I was so upset, Trey. You know me.
I was
Yesterday I
about to
was
say I was just waiting for my opportunity to get
bro.
it in, but
I
go.
got so upset because yesterday I played like
You
three
ain't put
two.
a apple white, did you?
No, I ain't pull Apple. No, I ain't pull.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
but but I was so upset. I turned the game off in the middle of the game because I was that's how upset I was because each time, like I say, it takes some getting used to passing. Each time I'm about to pass the ball, of course they're coming in sacking me. So as they sacking me and I'm about and the ball's coming through, the ball's tipped up. They gave the AI just way too much intelligence. Like the
What level are you
linemen
playing on?
all Madden, all
Okay,
Madden,
I'm mad.
yeah. The linemen are picking off the defensive linemen are picking off every tip ball, like every one of them. Like I had
Mm.
at least 4 tip balls that ran back by the lineman now, by the lineman, defensive lineman for touchdowns. Like I was like y'all doing too much now. That's way too much. They will. They pick the passes off, man. The linebackers, like I said, I had 6 picks, and that's not exaggerating. I had 6 picks in a game, bro. I was like, this is crazy. This is literally crazy. But I like the game. The graphics are phenomenal. Um, I will say that DBs are real aggressive for real. Yeah, they are. The
So
DBs.
explain this. I see Eric, you and Eric. Of course, Eric Bishop is a game. Actually, I play too, but I'm a system behind. So I haven't been. I put myself on hiatus until I get up further up in with the systems. But Bishop, of course, explain to us or give us a rundown of what Eric is talking about with the face of the franchise being different. You are a 5 year player on your last year of your contract, and you trying to get basically get a new contract.
Right, right, right,
Okay.
right, right, right. So yeah, you're a 5 year player. You're on your last contract, and you're trying to get a new contract by your performance. Like I said,
Hmm.
I'm only 3-4 games in. I think of my
Hmm.
season. We played a three game preseason.
I'm
Of
still
course they
tripping
did.
off you. Use like Jalen Hurts is my backup.
Yeah, he is. He is definitely my backup. He's my backup. But you play a 3 game preseason, just like in real life. The game in this, the actual schedule is just like the real schedule
Okay,
for this
so
season. So they did all of that, bro. Like they put it in the game, bro. And yeah, you just trying to like one thing I don't like is the camera view. It shows you like I know how we used to play back in the day trade, how the camera was kind of up and you could see the whole field.
hmm
Like now you see the field after the ball. Well, not even after the ball height.
so
Like
now it puts you in the perspective as a player too.
third person. It puts you in
Oh
third
wow,
person. It's like you're behind the quarterback looking at the field, so you can't really see
you
the
can't see the
depth
difference here.
perception. depth perception of a DB or stuff like that. So that was really difficult for me because I couldn't really judge the depth of how close to the line or the linebackers or the DBs were to the wide receivers. And then another thing that I dislike about it is, of course, I came in as a quarterback, like I stated, but you only control the quarterback or whatever player in which you chose to be. You only control him. So if I run the ball, I don't control him. Once I hand the ball off to Miles Sanders, the AI does what he does. Well, the AI
Oh, okay.
on that part, it's trash because right now, like I said, I'm 4 games in. Miles Sanders is probably averaging 1.3 yards a carry. Like he misses
But
holes.
that's real life stuff.
No, that's not real life. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, the equivalent. I'm not saying he's
No,
really
that's
average, but the
no, no,
equivalent.
no, no.
Would
It's
you
not
say?
equivalent. We're gonna see. It's not equivalent, sir. It is not. This dude is. You see how he throw them jabs in there? But he won't. It's like because you're a quarterback, and my boy Craig Miller. Oh, Craig, you know Craig. He was on the
Yeah.
show. He has, man. He created a running back. So we was talking about it yesterday, and we was saying because of the way they set up the game, it's like since I'm a quarterback, they want you. It's like they want you to throw the ball more
Specifically because you're a quarterback. Yeah.
right. For him, they want him to run the ball because he says his quarterback. I forget. He plays for Seattle, the Seattle Seahawks. He said his being that he created a running back. He said his quarterback is throwing numerous interceptions because of the fact that he really can't throw the ball because it's all about him running the ball. I feel like that's something they should fix.
So you're specifically engaging with your in your franchise in the face of the franchise mode. You're specifically your position in which you selected.
Right.
So
Right.
you're basically at the like for him, like Craig as a running back, he's basically at the knees of his offensive line, which he can't control, and
Right.
but his ability to find the holes, vision, and all that type of stuff, and
It's
his
on him.
quarterback to be able to get the ball to him or extend plays for him
Right.
to have more opportunities to be a good runner.
Right. That
Okay.
part. And so he said one game he said he rushed like 46 times. I was like, damn. I was like, he's like, but it's because they want me to run the ball less than more so than passing the ball because I'm the player. And I
So
was like,
you
oh,
don't
I get it.
control the play caller, the AI
Well,
does.
no, for the quarterback, yes. I don't know if you do or not for the running back, but for the quarterback, yes, you do you call all the plays. Now, running back, I have no idea. I'm assuming you do because I'm thinking he's saying that he choosing the running plays, 46 run plays. I'm sure that's him choosing them run plays. Even when I choose running plays, I'm choosing them. It ain't the quarter.
Okay,
I mean,
okay, I see.
I'm choosing the running plays. So it is what it is. I mean, it's some things which I'm sure they're gonna do some upgrades, updates. I'm sure some updates that's gonna make some differences. But right now, like I said, as far as the game itself, it's like I said, it's phenomenal. The game itself, the graphics are great. How you play, I have played a couple of people. I played, matter of fact, I played Spectacle. Trey, played
Oh,
Spec.
spec.
Yeah, he
Okay.
plays big. I play QB. I'm 9-0 with the Vikings. Oh, you ain't got it on all Madden, Eric. You do not have it on all Madden. Ain't no way in the devil you got that on all
Eric,
Madden.
like you said, every chance you get,
No,
like I said,
Eric
all
ain't
my
got that
life.
on. Eric, you got that on all Madden.
Is it
Do
all Madden or all
keep it
pro?
100.
What you
Yeah,
on,
keep it
Eric?
100, Eric. You got it on all Madden because I really want to see you got that on all Madden. I really
He needs to drop his
Yeah,
tag,
I
huh?
need receipts. And yeah, drop your gamer tag. I need receipts. But yeah, Trey, it's pretty tight. So your son has it.
Yeah. AJ has it, so he came in because he's getting into football more. So
Okay.
he's a Tyreek Hill fan. So of
Okay.
course, being the Tyreek Hill fan, he went and he grabbed Miami, and like he
Oh
was
wow.
sipping. He was giving me the rundown. He's like, "Man, Tua keeps selling it." I was like, "What the hell you know about selling
Sounds
it?"
like real. Sounds like
See that?
real life.
I
Sounds
knew
like
you
real
was gonna
life to
say that.
me. Sounds like real life to me.
So, so it's like that's all I heard was say. But he be multitasking. He be playing Madden and Roblox all at the same time. So I don't know what
Okay.
he was in there, but but it was interesting. So I haven't went and checked it out yet. But he did tell
Okay.
me about the passing window, or how it's different. He said it's almost like NBA 2K trying to shoot.
Yes, that's exactly like the shoot the
So
jumper.
yes,
It's got a
yeah,
little. It's got a
yeah.
little meter. It's got a little meter. Yeah, which is definitely hard to get used to. That meter is definitely something that it takes some getting used to because yeah, it's not. I mean, it moves similar to 2K, but it took some time, and I don't even, like I told you, I don't even use the meter on 2K no more. I don't even use that meter. So yeah, I totally get it.
You see Eric, he on what you on?
When I'm losing, see that's what he see that's see
Oh,
that's that.
he dropped the Jamie tag.
Oh, okay, bet. Eric, you on
What system?
yeah, what system you on? Hopefully you on PS5, because if you ain't on 5, then it don't even matter if you drop, because you can't cross gen. You
They'll
can't.
cross gen on this one.
Now that's the only game. Well, no, yeah, none of the sports games cross gen. That's the crazy part.
Oh
You can
wow.
cross gen. You can
Oh,
cross gen with.
that's a good
You can,
marketing tool.
yeah, you can cross gen with Call of Duties, but you can't cross gen with the sport. 2K nor Madden don't cross gen. That's what a lot of people are waiting. That's one of the biggest things that a lot of people are wanting to happen with the
With the
gaming
systems,
console systems, is for them
be
to be
able
able to
to
cross gen on all platforms.
across over.
Oh, is MLB a crossplay too? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know MLB was crossplay. Oh, so MLB is the only crossplay sports game then. Oh, okay,
Oh,
I didn't know.
Eric getting down. He got all systems. He can give it to you how
Oh,
you
see,
want.
all right, let me get $2, Eric. You know, got big money grip. Big money grip. Yeah. So yeah,
It's
Trey, when
okay.
you get a chance, man, go in your son's room. Just check it out. Just look. Even if you don't play it, just check it out, man. Check out the graphics. Because your son got a PS5, right?
Yeah, he's on the 5.
Yeah, check out the graphics on. Is he on a? Does he got a big TV?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Look at them graphics, man. Only thing I don't like about the graphic, as y'all see, I have locks. The lock, whoever came up, look, I'm gonna say this. I don't give a damn. Whoever the person who did the creation of hair for locks for African Americans, y'all did it for the white version of locks. They do not look like locks. That is probably the worst example of locks on any game that I've seen. Even 2Ks is better. 2Ks is better of locks, of people with locks than Madden. That is horrible. I
What you
downloaded.
saying? It has
Yeah,
a matted look or something like that.
no, you know how Caucasians get their locks done.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they locks look when they get locks. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
And not saying Caucasians
Not as bad, but you just
right, yeah,
saying it's the
it
difference.
doesn't look like it's our texture of hair.
Urban
Yeah, our
urbanness.
texture. Yeah. I saw soccer. One of my boys, he plays FIFA. That you talking about a hard game to play? That FIFA is hard. That FIFA is free. I played it. I played it. What it was about a month ago. One of my boys was talking about it. They was like, "Hey man, you get on that FIFA. That FIFA is hard. It is hard to play. It's so much that you got to do. It is to me, Key. To me, it's hard. I'm my bad. To me, it's hard. I cannot play that FIFA. That FIFA is hard. I'm nice at that FIFA. See, a lot of people are. Some people can play that FIFA. I got a couple of cats who can play that FIFA real nice. For me, oh, you put it on. I had to put my. You like that?
He flexing now. See, keep flexing.
You like that? Key? Okay, you like I was winning 10-0 in soccer. What? Good Lord, 4 goals a game. Good
Keep
Lord.
flexing.
Okay, Key. I see. I'm gonna have to hook you up with my boy. He's my boy. He from Africa. He played. They got a what do you call it? Like how we do in Madden and in 2K. They got like a group of guys who play. And they play against each other and they play seasons and stuff like that. So I'm definitely have to put you on with them, man.
Wayne is funny as hell, dude.
What Wayne say?
I'm nice good at reneging in spades.
Stop it, Wayne.
So that just tells you gotta watch. You gotta watch Wayne.
Yeah, I would never play spades with you.
You gotta always tie our heel like, yo, let me count the books.
Eric, FIFA will have you throwing your controller. All right, Applewhite.
Yeah.
All right, Applewhite. Me and Trey got some stories about Applewhite.
Yeah,
you gotta do. Y'all know Richard Applewhite. He be on here sometime. Richard Applewhite. We all work together, and we used to play Madden in the dining facility on weekends to pass the time and stuff like that. We used to bring in our PlayStations, and we put up about 2 or 3 PlayStations in the dining facility on the TVs where wasn't nobody really eating at. And play Madden, set up Madden tournaments. That would help the day go by fast, especially on the weekend. Nobody wants to work at the weekends, Trey. We knew how we hated the weekends working. So this was a good way to make up to get the time to go by fast, stuff like that. Man, we had to do at Richard Applewhite that be on here, the Dallas Cowboy fan. Bruh, if you beat him, You better duck because he finna throw that controller. He gonna throw that he gonna throw that controller and he gonna break it.
He kept
And it's gonna break, and
controllers
then he
on
gonna
deck.
have his backpack and he gonna pull out a whole new brand new controller to plug in. That used to be the funniest thing, bro. He used to pull out a whole new controller. Like he knew that he was gonna break a controller, so he have a backup in ready.
It was a
Backup
spec.
ready.
It's a
Woo,
I tell
okay.
you,
I see you. I see you. New. Let's get on it then.
it's like I said, drop them game tags.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, yeah, that was a sight to see. Like, don't get it twisted. Bishop is a sight to see too, boy. I tell you,
I
I
don't throw
used
controllers though.
you don't throw controllers, but man, I swear, when I used to play, I used to use Michael Vick just to upset him, just to make him mad.
That was unfair. If you played with Michael Vick on Madden back in that year, that was
No, it
unfair.
wasn't, because that
Because
was
that
when he had
dude,
the
like,
passing window. So yes,
bruh,
he would
he
run,
was
but his passing window was small. So,
Bruh,
but
that
yes, it
was
used to be
but he mad,
hilarious.
but yeah, his passing window was small, but his running ability was ridiculous. Like he embarrassed the shit out you on the field. Like it was embarrassing. Like I hate it. I hated playing anybody who played with Michael Vick. I hated it so bad. I started playing with Michael Vick. I'm just saying, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. My homie threw his controller into the T calls because he lost $100 bet on. Woof, woof. Ooh, it gets serious. These games get serious, man. Y'all know, y'all see, it's a whole sport now, for real, for real. These cats are
Esports,
winning
yes.
thousands and thousands of
Twix.
dollars playing 2K, Madden, even Call of Duty. They got championships for Call of Duty.
Esports.
Yeah, all of that. It's a thing now. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was just something we used to do for fun.
What's
What's up,
good, Freddie?
Freddie? What up? What up? What
Good
up?
to have you
We
back,
ain't
bro.
seen you in a minute. Yeah, what's good, Freddie? Good to see you. Yeah. I'm on PS5, Wooten. And so is Eric. Eric said he was on PS5 as well. I'm on PS5. Good morning, baby girl.
What's good, Sid? So, interesting enough, just talking about that, going into that, y'all heard as far this month's, I guess, every so often we happen to speak about it being Bishop. These are more predominant players, I'd say.
Mhm.
But like I said, that is catch a Twitch. You got Twitch. You can catch them on Twitch, actually.
Actually, you can.
Yeah,
You can
catch them on
catch me on
Twitch.
Twitch. Yeah, I do be on, and I be on YouTube too. Sometimes I
Yeah,
do
so
switch over to. You can watch them on either one. I be on Twitch as well as YouTube. Hey, don't
yeah.
judge me though. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Jesse, y'all need to go. That is a sight to see. That joint is so funny. Y'all be on here on a whole another thing. Woo, boy, I
Yeah,
tell you.
that's true, Eric. People are full time gamers and streamers now. They
Especially
are.
those retirees.
That part. Hold on.
So, going in, like I said, talking about, like you said, we were just talking about the 2K and or just games in general. That has become a pastime. Like you said, nowadays you can make money on it. Uh, so it's a whole vibe. It's got a whole different vibe. Esports, very lucrative for some that become good. Like you think about all that time frames when parents and stuff used to be like, or us, some of us are parents, used to be like, stop playing, get the go outside, you can play. And now you have those same players who are multi-million dollar players are good at the games too and making money that way. So, hey, this day and age, you can get it how you live and do it everything. Hell, you don't even have to have a TV contract. You could be on having conversation in engaging. So, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is good. He makes everything, many things possible. So, moving on, going forth. Where we gonna go? Let's talk some NBA. NBA November Bravo Alpha National Basketball Association. Of course, we know the NBA season starts in October, as the schedule was dropped just last week, in which there's some things. Actually, I got an email, someone hitting me up in reference to some with the Pelicans. But in any case, it's getting ready to start it. So a couple of things I checked out yesterday, which I was looking at. What's good, Coach Uriah? How you doing, sir? What's going on? What you've been up to? So a couple of things that come to mind. First, real short topic, but you know what I'm saying, for the most part, engaging. So I came across a post yesterday, and that post in which I came across basically gave a rundown of what it was on. I think it was on NBA updates. If you catch it, if you follow the NBA updates, one of the NBA updates was it gave a rundown of the top, what is presumed to be the top 30 free agents currently. You know what I'm saying? So going through this list, I give like the top 30 from 30 to 1. Of course, number 30 they had Rodney Hood, last played with the Clippers. And he's 30 years old at this point. Number 29, Langston Galloway, guard, 31-year-old guard from the last play with the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 28, Tony Snell, interesting enough, I don't know if I would think Tony Snell would be that dude, but he is on this list. Number 28, last play with the Pelicans. Number 27, interesting enough, point guard Rajon Rondo, last played with the Cavaliers, currently a free agent. Number 26, Avery Bradley, point guard, and guard for the last play with the Lakers. Uh, Lemon Pepper Lou Williams, number 26 on the list of the top remaining free agents, last played with the Atlanta Hawks. Number 24, Wayne Ellington, last played with the Lakers, shooting guard. Number 23, Jeremy Lamb, combo guard and forward, last played with the with the Sacramento Kings. Number 22, Chris Dunn, point guard, last played with the Blazers. Number 21, power forward, Blake Griffin. Number 20, as we get up in the list, Lance Stevenson, guard forward, last played with the Pacers. Number 19, Dwight Howard, center, last played with the Lakers. Number 18, Tristan Thompson, center, last played with the Bulls, which I thought he would have got signed. Number 17. This is an interesting one. I wonder why he fell off and why he hasn't been on any teams or anything like that, especially at the young age, 25 years old. He last played with the Trailblazers, Dennis Smith Jr. Number 16, last played with the Lakers, DJ Augustin, point guard. Number 15, and which I could respect this, Isaiah Thomas, last played with the Hornets as point guard. Number 14. Now this guy, when I seen his name on the list, I really thought about like, yo, at one point he was like the Lakers almost picked him up with a high draft pick when he came out of college. And now he hasn't really did anything and now he's on this list. Number 14, Josh Jackson, guard for last play with the Pistons. Number 13, Elfrid Payton, point guard, last play with the Suns. Number 12, Ben McLemore, shooting guard, last played with the Blazers. Number 11, Eric Bledsoe, guard, last played with the Trailblazers. Number 10, used to be known as Cantner, now he's known as Freedom, Enos Freedom, center, last played with the Celtics. Number 9, Carmelo Anthony. We all know he played with the Lakers last. Number 8, Kemba Walker, Number 7, Hassan Whiteside, last played with the Jazz. So this is an interesting in my opinion because now that Rudy Gobert is gone, you would have thought they would have thought Hassan Whiteside to be formidable, to be played as a utility, to be able to help out, or even to pick up or be able to back him up. But currently he is not. He's a free agent. He's available. And so I wonder, does he get brung back in as the season starts, or by the time the season get ready to start, will he still be a free eligible free agent? Number 6, Dennis Schroeder, point guard, last played with the Rockets. Number 5, LaMarcus Aldridge, center forward, last played with the Nets. He's available. Number 4, DeMarcus Cousins, center for the Nuggets. After his showing, he had some good spurts last year for the Nuggets. So I would wonder, does he get picked up or does he stay just a utility player that someone could scoop up? Number 3, Montrezl Harrell, center for Houston for the Hornets. Of course, we know he's still out there. He has some legal troubles, issues that's going on as he was picked up with um, some of that that sticky icky, transporting across state lines, and when he was picked up, so he has that he has hanging over his head, which could be some of the reason why he hasn't been picked up. Um, Number two, Colin Sexton, guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers last year. He's coming off an injury. He is a restricted free agent, so technically he is still able to be signed by the Cleveland Cavaliers. But he has yet to be. I figure that that's going to be just a late signing. What's good, Joe? Good morning, sir. Glad to have you information. And number one, of course, Miles Bridges, small forward for the Hornets. As we know, he is facing the legal issues as he was charged with felony domestic violence. So he has to wait his day in court, in which now uh, Coach, Powell is not. He's been retired, in which, of course, his jersey retired in March, I believe, by the Lakers. So Powell isn't out there, um, so he's good. Dennis Smith, Colin Sexton, Josh Jackson are all some of the most intriguing. True that, Coach. I believe that as well. Luka coming into the league killed Dennis Smith Jr.'s development. Colin Sexton is a six man. If he looks for a bigger role, he'll be out the league soon. I greatly agree with you, Coach. I don't know why Dennis Smith and Jr. and Luka couldn't coexist in the same a system. Maybe that's a coach, something for me to hit up Coach Cal about, being that he's a diehard Dallas Mavericks fan. But yeah, Dennis Smith couldn't exist. But then Dennis moved on to get to New York, and still he wasn't able to get on. He wasn't even able to get on with a Portland Trailblazer team with the lack of Damian Lillard, where he could have had an opportunity to get in where he fit in. And so now that I think with that, even when you look at that, he's had opportunities and he just hasn't made any opportunities. He hasn't benefited from those opportunities. In the case of Colin Sexton, I think he would make a good six man, especially coming off um, his injury. Darius Garland seized the opportunity and he made a play for it. And I mean, now he went on to be an all star. And so now that he's the starting point guard, so Colin Sexton basically, I think that's a good start as a six man and kind of make his role bigger by his play and gets a good look. And Josh Jackson, I'm just glad we dodged that bullet because I was really wondering, like, should the Lakers had drafted him when he was available, and they didn't, and it ended up working out, I guess. But I think it was just a matter of Josh wasn't in the right systems, and now he's currently out, hoping to get a look or get a call. So those being the top 30. Like we said, a couple of them being intriguing. That's Coach Uriah was saying. Coach Wayne with the Paul Gasol's like, nah, Coach, Paul is good. Of course, you see, like, it was a couple, I ain't gonna say has-beens, but the ones and names in which heard and we fell in love with years ago was with the Carmelo Anthony's, Marcus Aldridge, another opportunity a Lakers try to get. Blake Griffin, Rajon Rondo is still out there chugging along trying to get it. Isaiah Thomas now, when you look at his growth of what happened with him at the high point with the Boston Celtics, and then now he's been bounced around a couple of teams, playing for the Lakers, the Charlotte Hornets, the Denver Nuggets, the New Orleans New Orleans Pelicans. He's been bounced around and looking for a home. So maybe some of these guys, interesting enough, and Montrezl Harrell and Dennis Schroeder were just six men candidates, 1 and 2 years ago, and now they're both looking for teams. Of course, like I said, the latter, Montrezl Harrell, is due to the simple fact of he's got ego issues, but his play did decline over the couple of years. So that could be some of the reason why being traded in the last couple, I think, to Washington, and from Washington to Charlotte, as he last played. So just one of the things. But additionally, what we do have is the ESPN has came out with a power ranking for the NBA, as they have an idea of what the panel of six in the ESPN basketball writers, NBA writers. formulated a list in which they basically stated based upon where they thought the team is going to finish, as well as transaction moves, um, their ideal of who is going to be the hottest in the NBA. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Of course, starting at the bottom, uh, top 30, starting at the bottom, Houston Rockets with a 100,000 odd of winning the title. So if you got the money to spend, I'm very sure if you're in Houston or you know anything about Houston, Mike will take those odds and drop a cool meal on that odd with the idea that his Houston Rockets have title hopes. So number 30, the Houston Rockets. As I'm going off this, go ahead, put your favorite team in the comments and let it be known where you think your favorite team is going to finish as you go through this list um, going forth. Number 29, get to it before I get to your team. Number 29, Oklahoma City Thunder. Last year they was 28. Last year the Houston Rockets was 29. At 28, last year they was the last team. This year they moved up 2 spots. Coach with the Bulls top 10. All right. 28, Orlando Magic. At number 27, finishing 26 last year, just 1 spot dropping. I don't know if that's good or bad and different if you give a plus or negative or minus left or right. The Indiana Pacers with this one at number 27. Finishing 5 spots from the post ranking. At 21, now they're 5 spots below. At 26, we have the San Antonio Spurs on their rebuild year. At 25, we got the Utah Jazz. Post finals, they were 14. Now they are the 30,000 plus on the title odds. At number 24, postseason, they was 27. Now, pre-season ranked number 24. Number 23, the Sacramento Kings. Number 22, interesting enough, the Washington Wizards, postseason 24, up 2 spots. At number 21, the Charlotte Hornets, after finishing 20th in the postseason, they are now 21 in the preseason. Number 20, we got the New York Knicks. Number 19, as we get closer to the top 10, top 15. Number 19, the Portland Trailblazers. Now they finished with the 23rd ranked power ranking in the post finals rankings. Now they're up to number 19 as they look to get their star Dame Lillard back and do damage. I didn't expect this. I would have thought they would have finished a little higher. But at number 18, at the being number 17 after the post rankings, we got the Los Angeles Lakers at finishing at post predicted. Preseason power ranking number 18. 17, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. At number 16, the New Orleans Pelicans. Number 15, finishing number 19 in the post, now 15 in the the Atlanta Hawks. Finishing at number 14, they were number 13 in the post. Now they finish at number 14. Unfortunately, Coach, you didn't hit this one on the nail. The Chicago Bulls are the number 14 for the pre-power rankings in the NBA. At number 15, it just so happened that Bishop pulls back up. The Brooklyn Nets with the number 15 ranking in the power rankings. Post final rankings was number 10. They're down 3 spots, but still within the top 15 for the Brooklyn Nets, the post power rankings, pre power rankings. At number 12, the Toronto Raptors. Minnesota Timberwolves at number 11. The Philadelphia 76ers bring in the top 10 as we get to the top 10 for the pre-power rankings for the NBA. So the Philadelphia 76ers is number 10. Denver Nuggets at number 9. Number 8, the Dallas Mavericks. Miami Heat come in at number 7. The Los Angeles Clippers, number 6. Number 5, the Phoenix Suns. Of course, we know what's probably going to come out. Number 4, the Memphis Grizzlies. And of course, coach, as you stated, the teams in which you had number 1, 2, and 3, the Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Golden State Warriors. Of course, the order isn't the same. Milwaukee is a number 3, number 2, Boston, and number 1 for this year's, as the ESPN has it, the power rankings for the NBA, with that being their top 10. So, I mean, it's just like, again, it's all on paper. At the beginning of the last season, no one expected. Ooh, he got a lot to say about your man's there, Bishop. Grizzlies being overrated. Job.
How are they overrated, Coach Hunter? In your opinion, first let me apologize, man. I was upstairs because my wife, like I said, she had COVID, so we had to retest her right now. We just retested and she tested negative, so we good. So she's straight. Um, so yeah, but Coach Hunter, why? How are the Grizzlies overrated? They made it to the playoffs, and probably if Ja hadn't got hurt, they possibly would have even got hurt further. Is that really overrated? I mean, yeah, Ja's that
I
dude.
think maybe the number. You think is number 4 pre?
Where they at? Where I didn't hear the
Number
rankings.
4. The number 4. You think that's fair, or is it? You think that might be too high?
Who? So one was Golden State, two was who?
Boston.
Three
3
was
was
who?
Milwaukee.
And then they came in at number 4.
They came in at number 4.
Ooh,
You think too high? You think?
I'm trying to think who's out there. Are they better? I'm trying to think. Are they better than Dallas?
Dallas was number 6, I think.
Yeah, that's when. So are they better than Dallas? Are they better than Miami?
Phoenix was number 5.
Are they
Dallas.
better
Oh,
than
Clippers was
Phoenix?
6. Miami was 7. Dallas was 8. 9 was the Nuggets, and 10 was the 76ers.
The Nuggets. Ooh, wait. Mm. Um.
So he's
I
basically
don't
saying
know.
if Ja go down, then they ain't got no help.
Prayers to the family, Bishop. He injury prone and outside of John, nobody else is reliable. Oh, okay. I feel where you coming from. Appreciate the prayers, Coach Hunter. Um, yeah, good to hear about your wife. Thanks, Eric. Um, this is not better than Miami, Denver, or Philly.
Mm. So
So
I think they can get Denver. I think that. Well, you know what?
yeah, I think they better
What's
than
his
Denver.
name is coming back. They've been missing 2 players, in which they're due to get Michael Porter Jr. back, as well as I think it's Jamal. This is Jamal Harris. No, it's not Jamal Harris, but they get Jamal back as well. So I don't know. Denver might be better. I don't know. I just don't know.
I give
It's
them better
different.
than
It's
Denver.
different.
Yeah, I give them better than Denver. The Miami Philly part. Yeah, I don't know about them being better than Miami.
Jamal Murray. That's what I could think
Jamal
of.
Murray. That's why. Yeah. Y'all
So
better than Jamal Murray. Ooh.
so
Ooh.
we ain't seen Jamal Murray in 2 years. Well, the
I
last time
know,
we
right?
see him, he was balling out his mind.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have to say we have to see a current Jamal Murray. Ja can't win by himself. Grizzlies can win without Ja.
Can't win without Ja.
Can't win without Ja.
I don't know. They went on the 26-4 run without Ja.
They sure did.
They was balling without Ja for a
They
second, which
was.
propelled them. Like we was looking at, like, whoa, Grizzlies might be a problem. Um,
They was like the worst kept secret. Like they was that team that people was sleeping on.
Hence the reason now is like, okay, grit and grind is back. Like
I would put Miami. You know what? I would put Miami over Grizzlies, but I wouldn't put Philly over the Grizzlies.
okay.
That, in my opinion, I put Miami over Grizzlies. I put the Grizzlies over Denver, but I wouldn't put Philly. I put the Grizzlies over Denver and Philly, in my opinion. I know the professor, if he's looking and watching and listening, I know he wouldn't like that, but yeah, I gotta go that route, bro. I'm sorry. I feel like the Philadelphia 76ers are like the Lakers. They still got to figure stuff out, in my opinion. I really feel like they got to figure some things out, and they haven't figured it out yet with the addition of Harden.
Mm. But I think their curve is a lot because I wouldn't completely put the Phillies out yet because I think their curve is a little different. But I
Mm-hmm.
think Harden's re-engaged and he's probably locking in, and
Mm-hmm.
we may see. I don't know if we're able to see Harden from that MVP standpoint here, or is he going to mesh well with being maybe the second or third option because we know he's not the first option anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it remains to be seen. Does it get a situation to where you run Maxi and Harden on the same as in the same front court,
Mm-hmm.
or is Maxi still coming off the bench? Is James off guard? Like what is going on in Philadelphia? Regular season, but not in
Yeah, right.
playoffs. Further, he can't get anything another help. They won't pass the first round. I
First
can understand
question.
that, Alvin.
Who are you talking about? The Sixers?
But, yeah, no, he's talking about Ja.
Grizzlies?
Yeah.
Yeah, in regular season, but not in the playoffs or further. If he can't get another help, then and I was just about to say, I feel like the Grizzlies are missing a Robin over there with Batman and Ja. I feel like they are missing a Robin. Ja talked himself into Christmas Day again, where
Ooh.
everyone for I need Ja and Javante Murray.
Ooh. He's basically saying they all talk at this point. The Javante.
Ooh, ooh. Well,
So
you know what? That's gonna be the game to watch too. That's definitely gonna be the
the
game to watch on Christmas Day.
Christmas game.
That's definitely gonna be the game to watch because you're right. He has talked himself into that Christmas Day game. You're absolutely right on that. And with that being said, yeah,
So do
yeah.
you think is that coach? Are you basically saying that you think the Javante Murray is not ready in the backcourt? Him and Trey Murray aren't ready in Atlanta. Is that is that the conversation? I
Mm,
mean, John Collins, and Trey was showing out at the pro am. That looked like a formidable backcourt. You think that was all just show and just had to be and it's not that's not what the real's going to be. I just wonder. But you say
right.
Harden is getting fit. So yeah, so it is interesting to be seen. But that was ESPN's conversation, the talk for NBA. Of course, we will look forward to the NBA season coming back. It's due to come back in October. Coach Cal, I was just talking about you. You got to answer the question that was at hand. Is why could Dennis Smith and why couldn't Dennis Smith and Luca work together? As he says, Trey Young is barbecue chicken on defense. So I wonder that, Coach. Why is it that since you're here, why is it that Luca and Dennis Smith could not work together, and now Dennis Smith is being bounced around the NBA? ATL is not ready. They at least need one more year, and that's what all. That's what all for sure. Okay, I got you, Alvin. I mean, I don't have to worry about them. They in the East, so we got some time. We ain't got to worry about them pulling up in the West yet. Get our W's when we need them. I didn't check and see if the Lakers play them this year. All right, I think I did glance. Maybe they do, but of course, it remains to be seen. Uh, the LeBron effect. Luka needs spot up shooters. Dennis is a scorer, not efficient at anything outside of jumping. So we got it, Coach Cal. Basically, he wasn't a good mesh.
Hmm. LeBron effect. Luca needs spot up shooters. Dennis is a scorer, not efficient at anything outside of jumping, in my opinion.
I can see it. I can see it. And hence the reason why he hasn't moved on and why he's been ineffective. Like I said earlier, he was in New York. Uh, you left New York, ended up going to Portland, and now he's a free agent, waiting to be picked up. Hopefully,
Who, Dennis?
yeah, Dennis Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
Mm.
that's why Brunson left. Not a good fit with Murray, similar to what we have seen with Dennis Smith. Both need the ball. Hmm.
The Luca effect, and now it's going from the Luca effect. It's Luca's team.
It is Luca's team, and he's missing a key piece. and that's why I said I didn't know if the Mavericks would be better than the Grizzlies, because I feel like the Mavericks are in the same boat as the Grizzlies. They're missing a key piece. They're
It's
missing a key
interesting to
piece
see
in
them
Luka.
back in the top 10 though, even in the
Yeah,
preseason.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
with just
But
and
we
we're
know,
just with just
Luca
Luca.
carried them. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
was about to say
saying.
we're just
Yeah,
Luca.
we know
So
Luca carried
like
them.
if
Yeah,
Luca's carrying them to a top 10
top 10
position,
spot. Yeah,
he's a problem. And you
yeah.
say, oh, of course,
But
Coach Cal.
he can't consistently do that and expect to win a championship though.
True
There's no
that.
way
That is a
he's
true
not gonna be
point.
able to
Yeah,
do that.
that is true. That is true. Yeah, that is a good
A lot of
point.
scores that came out of college, only so many teams for a guy to be given the ball to his shot off. Yeah. Didn't Dallas pick up somebody key?
I'm trying to think. Did they? I
I
know they
want to
picked
say
up
they picked
Christian
up somebody.
Woods. They picked up Christian Woods in free agency. Um, but who did they pick up? I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
they picked
I
up
don't
a
think they had a.
guard
Yeah, but well, of course they didn't have a high pick.
draft pick. Yeah,
Yeah, because they made the playoffs. Cal, turn your head, but y'all may have the worst defender in the NBA in Luca. One B is Trey Young. Facts. Everybody knows Luca cannot play D.
what's good, G?
What
What's
up,
good?
G? What up, G? What's good? Yeah, everybody know Luca does not play any D. We do know that.
But you know what? Luca probably been working out. Luca's gonna shock the world. Luca's probably gonna make a point to jump and like, you know what? I'm finna play
A
D.
shock to the world trade would be him winning
Luca is
defensive
gonna be.
player.
I was about to say no. I was gonna give him defensive player of the year. I was gonna give him a second or third team defensive all
Defensive all
defensive
team,
team. Yeah,
offensive defensive team.
Luca
Okay.
finna make strides because he got exposed.
He
Uh,
did. Everybody talked. That's what everybody said was his downfall. Was the fact that
Oh,
he
I'm gonna get watch. I'm
of
gonna
his
get dragged because I said it. I should have let you say it because now that I said it, it's for everyone. The comments is gonna be rolling because I said Luca's gonna be second. But I don't know. Luca's gonna shock the world, baby.
I mean, he would need to. I mean, him playing defense would definitely shock the world. I mean, Luke is a dirt. His offensive ability outweighs his defensive inability. Absolutely. I don't want it back. Just put it in there. I say, yeah. His everybody know that's his Achilles heel. Luca
Yeah,
makes an effort, and we know where Luca has trouble on the perimeter in the paint. He has good size to not get bodied. That part,
but he
totally
can't get
agree
it
with you.
going for him. What's
Totally
good,
agree with you.
Anthony? What's good? What's
He
good? What's good?
should though. He needs to work on his defense though. Luca makes an effort, and we know. Oh yeah, in the paint he has good size to not get bodied.
Yeah,
He needs to work on his defense.
yeah.
He does. He needs to work on his defense. Luca's better.
Oh, shot out. Get him,
Wayne,
coach. Get him,
Wayne, stop
coach.
it. Wayne, stop it. You're not finna compare a
Is
six
Luca better?
nine.
Wait, is Luca
Yes,
better than
but you're
Kyrie?
not finna compare a 6'9",
Why not?
6'10" Luca to a 6'3" Kyrie. Really? Luca ain't better than Ja? How about that?
Come on now.
Luca,
You know what?
you know what? Let's put it like this then. Luca ain't better than Kevin Durant.
Is
Wayne.
Luca better?
Luca ain't better than Kevin Durant. How about that? Luca ain't
Okay.
better than Kevin Durant. Wayne, how about that? Since we want to, if we
If
want
you
to match
if
up,
we was
we
if
want
we
to match
was to take away the years, if we was to take away the years and like
what
put it,
years? Like,
I'm talking about. Well, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna make a statement. I know it's
oh,
not
okay.
gonna be the most. Y'all probably gonna talk about me, but I'm just gonna ask a question. I'm only asking the question. If you were to simply remove and just look at the impact that what Luca has and how he's growing, is Luca better than LeBron?
How long Luca been in the league now?
3 years, 4
3
years,
seasons, right?
yeah,
Going on his
3 or
fourth
4.
right now.
Yeah.
Going on his fourth. Is he better than LeBron?
Yes. The trajectory that Luka is on right now, if he was where LeBron was right now, would Luka be better than LeBron?
Yes, because LeBron has never been able to shoot like Luka. Never, and still can't. So yes, mention the word Luka. Wait. Go back to the other one. Mention the word Luka and defense.
It's oxymoron.
Facts, Coach Uriah.
Ooh, he said right now Luka is better than the easy answer. He's better than LeBron right now.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. LeBron has never had a shot like Luka. Luka needs to focus on what? If you come with any nonsense, you will not be allowed at my cookout. They coming from cookouts and all of that.
Going back to what Alvin was saying,
Luka needs to focus more on his season prep, physical, so he don't get bullied in the paint. Absolutely, totally agree with you, Alvin. He does. He need to work on his defensive presence. Period, bro. If he could focus on his defensive presence, he would be an all around like all-star. Like he would be that dude. He would take over the league as probably one of the best players in the league. He's already got the offensive part. If he could just do the get a he, and that's the thing. He doesn't necessarily have to be the best defensive player. Just play some defense. That's the thing. He doesn't play any defense. You know what I'm saying? His defense is non-existent. So yeah, he just has to play some defense. But yeah, Luka's definitely, yeah. To answer your questions even further, Trey, yes, definitely.
Right
Luka's
now.
better than LeBron. Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, I totally agree. And if I was Luka, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was Luka, and it might sound crazy, you know who I would go to work on my defense and stuff like that? Haslam.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If you take the MVP away, is Luka better than Joker? Ooh. Ooh.
They just played head to head the other last week, in which Luca gave him the business. I mean, head to head. They wasn't head to head, but when you
They play
look at
against each other.
they played against each other, and Luca dropped 35, I think, and Jokic had 21.
But we putting
Two different positions. Yeah.
yeah. You can't really like. We know
But
Jokic is a
so does
tall
that work?
or
Is it, does that work still? Even though I mean, because both of them, I'm sure, are the offensive focal points. So all of
right.
them, I'm sure both of them gets the same gets looks uh, for the most part. So is it still? Would you still go with that, saying that it's still hard to judge between the two when you
Yeah,
have?
because well, for one, because Jokic is not finna. Excuse me, Jokic is not finna kill you off the dribble. Luka is. Jokic is too tall to be trying to kill somebody off the dribble. Yeah, he might give you a move here and there and make a shot or something like that. But Luka, he gonna kill you off the dribble. He can take you to the rack. You know what I'm saying? Like Luka is more hardened than LeBron. LeBron is unfair comparison for Luka. Why? No, why is that? What? Whoa, pause. How you figure that? You right? They the same stature, they the same build, the same stature, the same pretty much type of play. And Luka's not that powerful dunker like LeBron, but when it's all said and done, they pretty much they match up pretty well. They have a lot of 3-and-D players and random zones to hide his defensive inability. Right now, facts. There are a handful of teams that can take advantage and win a series versus Dallas due to this. Most cannot, though. You hit the nail on the
Which
coffin.
puts them in essence. That puts them why we look at why they're a top 10.
That's right.
For their in that power ranking,
Right.
because there's certain things like from what Coach just explained or talked to or gave us an insight to, or his insight into, is that there a lot of teams can't overcome the mask, I guess you could say, which is interesting. So
yeah. I don't know why Coach Uriah feels like you can't compare them to. Luka is more hardened than Bron. I don't understand that. How is that unfair, Coach Uriah? I really want to hear your take on why that's unfair. How that is unfair, because both of them are the same build. They both have pretty much the same type of game. They can kill you inside and outside. LeBron plays defense definitely way better than Luka. That's I don't get it. I don't get why they don't match.
and then the
Or
fact
why
that
it's
they are top
unfair.
10 and the Lakers are a top 20, that's like, wow. They had
That
the
sounds
Lakers
about
at
right.
18.
That's right. That sounds about right. The
So
Lakers didn't make
okay,
the play in or nothing. That's
I
about right.
get it. They didn't make the
Mm-hmm.
play in,
Mm-hmm.
but they
And
have
where would
They
you
have
put them at?
Brooklyn at 10.
Where would you put them at? Oh, since your Lakers, where would you put them? Let's hear where you would put them.
I would at least put them in the top 15. Move up 3
Who's
spots.
15? Give me the last. Give me the last five. The 10 through 15. Who's 10 through 15? Or not? Or 11 through 15. You already told me the 10 was. Who's 11 through 15?
11 through 15 is, let me go back.
LeBron was not a bad eye defender. Luka was one attempt to play defense. I feel you, Coach Hunter, but LeBron, like when it comes to them two playing D, Luke, they're night and day. LeBron
I
wasn't
said
always a
correct.
great defensive. Go ahead.
So I'm sorry, 10 through 15 is Philadelphia,
10.
Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
12 is Toronto, 13 is Brooklyn, 14 is Chicago, 15 is Atlanta.
I give y'all maybe over Atlanta, maybe.
And then
All the rest of them, no.
16 is New Orleans, 17 is Cleveland, 18 is Los Angeles.
Ooh, I might even put y'all over Cleveland too. Yeah, I put y'all over Cleveland. I think y'all better than Cleveland.
I just
But
think with the reset,
the
because
rest of
there's a
them.
reset button right now.
Mm-hmm,
So with a reset button, I'm looking at like how do you set them? Because like we know Luka's dominant. Okay, we know that
mm-hmm,
currently we have KD and Kyrie in Brooklyn.
mm-hmm.
We know we got a lot going on in Chicago for the most part.
Right.
Atlanta has
Zach and all of
New
them.
Orleans
Yep.
has upbuilded. Now they got Cleveland is
Mm-hmm.
on the rise, you believe. So why can't the Lakers be on the rise with a reset and having a healthy LeBron, healthy Kyrie, I mean healthy LeBron, healthy AD, and a Westbrook in tow for the most part. And so saying I understand like we didn't do much in the free agency
Mm-hmm.
where we brought in a lot of average players with the hopes of saying the play of LeBron and I almost said Kobe, LeBron, um, Anthony
Because I think,
Davis.
yeah, but I think because Trey, because out of all the teams in which you name, the Pelicans, the Brooklyns, the even the Chicago's, a lot of those teams had like guys that were hurt for a substantial amount of time during that time. Whereas the Lakers, we know AD was hurt, but y'all still had Westbrook and LeBron
Mm-hmm,
for the most part. So I think that's why they put them probably at 18. Like I said, I do feel like y'all are better than the Cleveland. I should feel like y'all should be higher than Cleveland.
mm-hmm.
Um, and maybe even New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Because we know not Zach, Zion was out. So I don't know how
Yeah,
they
he's back.
but he
He's
back,
back.
but
Yeah.
he was out the whole season. So we know we pretty
So
much
I can kind you know what? Honestly, I can see potentially. Maybe that's just a fan of me speaking, but when I start
Mhm,
looking at it, I can see New Orleans because New Orleans was a problem, and now they
mhm,
have Zach back. They have a full season with McCullum,
mhm.
and then all the people in the pieces what they added, it could be good. Cleveland, the same thing. They added another piece. Um, so I can see that Atlanta with the Javante. I know a lot of people aren't high on Javante. What's this coach
I
Kyle
really
saying?
believe Coach Kidd and the Mavs know that Luka's inability to play defense and honestly his demeanor is an issue. They're just rolling the
Mm-hmm.
dice at this point. Depending on the playoff matchup, they can still reach the finals with these issues. The icing on the cake, no pun intended, if it is if Luka can buy in and truly self-evaluate, elevate.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get it. I think everyone forgets that when the Lakers had success was during the bubble year when they had
Here we
Kobe.
go.
LeBron wears down and AD is inconsistent. Thank you, Paris. I appreciate it. I'm glad somebody else understands the bubble year. It's clearly obvious the bubble year. Clearly obvious.
You know what? The other day, right? LeBron, King James himself, stated that the bubble was the hardest.
Oh my
Hold
God.
up, hold up. LeBron himself stated that the bubble was the hardest because especially when you took in
The hardest
consideration
what, Trey? Though the hardest what?
environment because when you take in consideration the NBA allowed the virtual fans to be in the stands by taking the screens and putting
I
them up
remember
in the
that.
fan.
Yeah, where they put them in. Yeah.
And he was like, you was going to the free throw line and you would look up, it's a fan that's flicking you off, that's doing all this extra
What's the
stuff.
difference in the fan being in the stadium and doing the same thing?
But he's like, there's no volume, and you see this. It's like that's where the focus is. So it's like it was a hard environment. He's like it was harder.
You and LeBron need to stop, Trey.
Look
You and
at
LeBron need to stop. You're not, yeah. What you are not about to do is LeBron. Stop it. Stop using that. That is not an excuse.
oh
You
my
have
goodness, here go
some.
Coach Uriah. Really?
Thank you. Stole.
Y'all
That's
is
great. Going to the
bugging.
NTC and say I had to deploy down right there wearing your coat. That part, you right. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That part, bro.
You know what?
That part, bro. I love
LeBron.
that. That's a
It's,
good
no, it is not. That is
example of
not.
Coach
No, it is
Uriah.
not.
Of course, he would say that it's LeBron. Man, there wasn't any pressure, no road game, nothing but rest. Thank you.
So you know what?
Boy,
What
thank you.
LeBron needs to do
Love
is
you
get
guys, man.
what LeBron needs to do is get some of his cohorts to come out and be like, I agree with LB. Like, yo, it was hard. He needs the Jimmy
How,
Butlers.
Trey?
He needs the Jimmy Butlers. He needs all them Lucas and all them to
You
come
know
out and
what,
talk
Trey?
about how it was a different type of environment compared to
That's
different from what
that
we usually play in.
that's like the Air Force saying it's hard to do PT when they don't do PT. It's like, oh man, PT is hard, and they don't even do PT. Like, really?
I'm sure they do PT.
Bruh, not like us. And then when they just started doing PT, like, seriously, bro, stop it. You cannot compare the two, man. No, I said the bubble should have an asterisk. Asterisk
You know what this
by that season, that championship, because it was a bubble season. Get out of here, man. How really you really gonna say a person that's on a darn screen,
Yes,
not an actual
I'm
person,
sure.
a screen, bro, a screen?
And all you see is him flicking you off, waving fingers, doing all kinds of stuff. He's like they was doing the most. He's
So
like
where's
those
your
fans
focus?
is doing the most.
So right there, with that being said, you are not GOAT status. You cannot be GOAT status. LeBron James, you telling me a person flicking you off on a screen affected you on your play? Stop it. Michael Jordan taking free throws with his eyes closed, but you're worried about, so do that then. If that bothered you that much, LeBron James, close your eyes and shoot your free throws. Michael Jordan did it. Close your eyes and shoot your free throws. If you can't look at somebody flicking you off or somebody waving, really? There's people all behind the backboard at these games. They do all types of stuff outside of throw paper at somebody, throw an airplane or something at paper airplane or something. And he's, boy, you Trey, with comments like that, that's what makes me not like LeBron. The bubble's like open gym. That's what I'm saying, bro. Do you think it's easy to play without fans in the stands other than fans in the stands?
No, it's not. I don't think it's easy. I think especially look at it, what you're used to, right? So think about this. What if
Who's in
one
the gym
day
when they practice, Trey? Outside of just players.
well, that's not, but that's practice. It's different from a gym when it's a game. We're talking about a game versus practice. So if you're accustomed to screaming fans, essence of 50,000 plus screaming fans, 25,000, whatever case like that, if that's what you're accustomed to, that's no different than if we came in one day and Thursday, we all know what goes down in the military day in the Army Don and Fac on Thursdays. If we walk in and you walk in and the first thing we start off with, because we know what we finish with, but the first thing we start off with is some chicken parmesan. Veal parmesan, not chicken parmesan, veal parmesan. If you walk in, it's some veal parmesan, noodles Jefferson, and
on soul food day,
on what's supposed to be a soul food day, you're going to feel a certain type of way. It's not what you're accustomed to. What you're used to.
You're not finna do
That's
that.
what
Trey.
you're not going to be used
do
to.
that. So let me ask you this, Trey. Why the NFL didn't complain? Why the NFL players didn't complain? They was in the same predicament.
They were in bubbles, but
they weren't in no bubble, but they was in empty stadiums.
Yes, that's true.
Why you don't hear any of them say any of that?
They didn't play the Super Bowl in the bubble without fans. They didn't play the playoffs without fans.
Yes, they did.
Did they?
Yes.
No.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The Super Bowl, the only thing they didn't play without fans. KD has been humble. He has zero power.
True that. That is true.
It's going to be the start of teams declining these players' requests. Watch the shift in the league. Ooh.
Yeah. Now the players league is probably going to come to a dead end. KD flexed. His flexing work, and now he has to go ahead and ride out with that. So I get that.
And you think the player league is definitely easier playing with nobody in the gym. Thank you. No Coach KD. Nah, Coach KD and I sat down and talked. We decided to run it back with Brooklyn. We told him.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, man. Hey, tell them to send me a jersey. Yeah, they did have fake now for crowd noise in the stadium though. You're right, Eric. They did do that. In the stadium for football, they did do that. They did. You're absolutely right about that. I forgot about that. They did do that, but they could have did that in the arena. They could have did that in an arena too. They could have had fan noise if they wanted to. They could have did that. If you need that, like, why is that? Why is that being brought up now by LeBron? Why is that being brought up now? Because
Because
everybody
he was
want to
making, he
asterisk.
was
Because
reflecting.
everybody want to asterisk
No,
the
everyone, only you and a couple
no.
of few people want an asterisk. It is not an asterisk. They won the NBA championship with, you know what I'm saying? It was a season and they won. That's it. Number 17. Now we're looking for 18.
What do you mean you're looking for? Yeah, I agree with Trey. This may be the start to the end of the Players League. I, how? Why? Just because of what KD did?
Yeah, because it shows now that I think it's an empowerment now that so it's not. I'm not saying it's a situation to where owners should go and basically flex and show their power, their dominance in the end state of it. Because one thing that I always talk about that kept KD at bay is contract. He had no legs to stand on. Now, if it was something lucrative, if they could have got what Minnesota got and that's another thing. That's another reason is at the end of the player league because what Minnesota gave up, and what Utah got for Rudy Gobert showed that organizations have the dominance. KD not being having too much time left on this contract wasn't conducive to him making that power play, especially when you haven't been around for the most part. Now, maybe had he done it where they didn't have any situations and issue with Kyrie, he might have had a leg to stand on. But at end state is we didn't have to get rid of you. You were on two. You still got 2 years left. It was no reason for them to sit up and make any moves besides that. And that's basically like he tried to flex, and it wasn't going to work, in my opinion. Now we got to get Ben Simmons to wake up. Coach Rod Brooklyn could have moved him on his request. It would have set a bad precedent that contracts don't matter. Correct, Coach. It had to be so someone took a stance. And interestingly enough, it was Sean Marks. And not to mention the fact that KD went in, presumably in assembly, with to talk to the owner and figured that he was bigger than the organization. And the owner showed that he's going to stand by his decisions in the hiring the two and stand with them. Now, what it may have did is put the owner on watch to take a look at what the chemistry is with Sean Marks and Steve Nash to find out is it what I'm saying there any premise to what KD talked about and what he brought up. So I think that's what comes about is now we're taking a look at a conversation about is there was there already in what Kate was saying, and does he need to find another GM and or coach to bring home to be effective for his team in which he currently has. They don't get to the finals due to Steve will be fired.
If they don't get to the finals, do you think Steve Nash will be fired? I don't know if he'll be fired, man.
Power of the contract. Power of the contract.
I don't know if he'll be fired, bro. To be honest, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because of the fact that he's had to deal with so much
You think he gets
off the field
it
issues.
buys him a little
Yeah,
time
yeah, so much off the field
off the court?
issues. Yeah, that he really ain't getting a fair chance to do what he needs to do with the team because he has key players that aren't playing from the Kyries to the Ben Simmons and like all of them. Like Kyrie won the league. I mean KD won the league. Like it's just too much, a lot going on. Got too many distractions.
So moving into a little of our last night, Bishop, did you catch the game? Did you look
I
at the game
did.
last night?
I did.
Okay,
I did watch it. I didn't watch the
how did
whole
you like?
thing, but I watched it. I did watch it.
What did you think?
It was. I will say so. Last night, for those that don't know, that it didn't watch. There was a Monday night preseason game, the second preseason game for the Atlanta Falcons as well as the New York Jets. The Atlanta Falcons went into New York, hitting on all cylinders.
They were looking good.
Yeah, they were. I will say Marcus Mariota came out on throwing that pill, man. He was throwing that pill well. He threw 6 for 10 for
Hmm.
132 yards on one touchdown. Then Desmond Ritter, you know what number he wears, right? Desmond Ritter,
What
number
number
4.
one?
Don't worry about it. He's 10 for 13, 143 yards. He didn't throw any touchdowns though. And then of course Felipe Franks came in and threw 2 for 6, 8 yards. And then Felipe Franks rushing had 5 carries for 45 yards. Caleb Huntley had 11 for 34. Tyler Algeter had 6 for 17. Quadre Olson had 4 for 14, and so forth and so on. And then receiving, Jared Bernhardt had 3 for 67. Anthony, let me put my glasses on because I cannot see half this. Okay, there we go. Anthony Frisker had 2 for 56. Kyle Pitts 1 for 52. Demir Bird 2 for 32. McCole Pruitt 2 for 29. Cordero Hodge 1 for 13. Tyler Algier 3 for 12, and then so forth and so on. And
Hmm.
then for the Jets, Mike White, which everybody talked about, he had that 400-yard game last year, which everybody, which they brought up, which was a big.
Can't live off that no more.
No, no, no. Got to move on. Got to move on. Mike White, which we did not see. We did not see Joe Flacco. He was there, suited up, but he did
Hmm.
not play. But
Hmm.
Mike White played. He was 12 for 17, 90 yards, no touchdowns. And then Chris Stravler, what is
Eight
that?
for 11. Yeah,
8
straight
for
for
11,
11. Hmm.
119, one interception,
One
and
touchdown.
one TD. And then Chris
Addition.
Stravler, he had 6 carries for 33 yards. The Michael P. Ryan, 2 for 10. Zenovian a night had 5 for 9. Ty Johnson 3 for 8. Tevin Coleman 2 for 8. So forth and so on. And then receiving, Lawrence Kager 3 for 65. Tariq Black 4 for 47. Denzel Mims 3 for 43. Kenny Yoboa 2 for 16. Garrett Wilson 3 for 15. And so forth and so on. And the Jets go on to win
What's
24
good,
to 6.
Commissioner?
What's good? What's good, Commiss? What's good? Yeah,
So
24
what
to
is so the only thing I could take away from that game as when I was watching it and from what I seen is although like Marcus Mariota wasn't looking bad, neither
Mhm.
was Desmond
Desmond
Ritter,
Ritter. Hmm.
but Marcus Mariota he missed the opportunity. He underthrew.
Dude, the tight end on the sideline.
Yes, on the Kyle Pitts, he underthrew
Hmm.
him. Had he got up the field, had he got it maybe two or
Not
three
Kyle
yards
Pitts,
up the
the other
field.
one. I'm thinking about the other one he
No,
underthrew.
he underthrew him too. He
Yeah,
that first big one that Kyle Pitts had, he
yeah,
underthrew him because he had to reach back and grab it, which allowed the DB to catch up to him to
right,
make the tackle. Had he put the ball up the field
right,
and let him even run under it or hit him in stride, he would have scored. And then, like you said,
right,
same thing with the tight end. And when he hit on the sideline, had he put it up the field,
right.
the tight end wouldn't have had to have stopped
Catch the ball.
to catch the ball, and he would have been able to he would have met the ball
Score.
at the point. But I mean, in
Mhm.
any case, it was nice reads. He did read. He did have some good reads in which he put them in position. They were running, and then the Jets kind of slowed that down, or I don't know what had happened exactly because I just thought
Mhm.
Atlanta was going to run away with the game.
I did
But
too.
the Jets did walk them back in. So
Hmm.
it wasn't a bad game, even though taking consideration it was a preseason. Um,
Hmm.
the NFL definitely is turning into a passing league. I'll tell you that.
Without a doubt, shadow of a
I,
doubt, bro.
I wonder is there going to be anything during the season that's going to turn that tide to where we're going to have a whole
No,
different
yeah, we're
look.
gonna see so I feel like we're gonna see the Derrick Henrys. You know what I'm saying? That we're gonna see what Derrick Henry's gonna do his thing out
Najee
there in Tennessee.
Harris's.
Najee Harris's, there's probably Ezekiel Elliott's, you know what I'm saying?
You think
People
Zeke?
like that.
You think Zeke gonna have a good season,
I don't know if he's gonna have
or
a
just
good
better than
season.
last season?
He needs to have one if they plan on winning the NFC East. He needs to have one because now
Uh,
it didn't CD Lamb go down? I think he's hurt
I didn't see it in my last as I was going through the notes this morning.
because I
Uh,
saw something about they were saying that I want to say that they were saying what's his name who was out initially
Gallup.
Gallup was catching balls and
Hmm.
look yesterday was it yesterday? I want to say it was yesterday. They were talking about Gallup. So and I don't know. Let me look at the Bleacher Report and find out for sure. But I want to
Let's
say,
see.
but yeah, these games they
Last night was definitely entertaining. I'll say that.
yeah, it was a good game. It was.
Oh
It was
no, I'm good. I'm good, Anthony. I am a okay.
Trey, you asking for Fanny?
I am a okay. I this is I'm not asking for advice, but what I will say, Anthony, because you're going to be one of the people that's going to be up against me, is the I can give you advice and an idea. Do not don't pay attention to what I'm doing. If you pay attention to what I'm doing, you're gonna get completely lost. And I do that by design.
Oh my God! This
So I
don't let Trey
don't
think
pay attention to
don't let
anything
Trey
that
make
I'm
y'all
doing
think he is
because I
not.
do. I,
Oh my
I sit
God!
up
This
and where I
dude.
pull the wool over your eyes, and I'm sit up over here. I'm doing this over here, but I'm doing something else over there. Like I would say
Oh
that.
my
Don't pay
God!
attention.
Just oh
Don't
my
pay attention to what I'm doing.
God!
Do not. I'm very enigmatic, and so
Oh
that's
my,
that's the
oh
hence
my
the reason.
God.
So
Here we
I'm letting
go.
y'all know.
Thank you, Eric.
I'm just letting
Here
y'all
we go.
know.
Eric,
I'm
thank you.
trying to
You took the
forewarn
words right
you.
out of my mouth, Eric. Here
I'm
we
just trying
go.
to forewarn you.
Boy,
So
when this league kick off, bro, I cannot wait. You can say whatever you want. I'm not going to overbid no.
scared money don't make money.
That part. That
We
part.
balling,
Don't let
balling,
Trey do.
balling on
Hey,
this. I'm
Anthony,
just
don't let
saying.
Trey talk you out of who you want, man. Don't
I'm
let
just
Trey.
saying. Just
Don't
pay
let Trey
attention.
talk you out
And
of
it's
who.
gonna be live, so I'll just put it out there in case for what we do, how we do it live, it's gonna be live. So if whoever's watching, don't
Yeah,
be like, "What the hell Trey doing?" Like, just
yeah. That's
understand.
this Saturday, ain't it?
Yeah, it's this Saturday. No,
Yeah.
it's a Saturday, Sunday, one and
I
two,
think it's
because we
the
got
27th.
ours is I think ours is Saturday. Ours is
I think
Saturday. This one is Sunday. First formations is Sunday.
Formation is Sunday.
Ours is Saturday.
The frats is Saturday.
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean,
Got you.
just paying attention, like you know, what I'm saying that's just you know, what I'm
Y'all
saying
be sure to stay tuned,
that's the
baby.
only
It's
thing.
gonna be on and
Only thing
popping, baby. We're gonna
only
be
thing I can
talking
offer
it.
you.
Let's
Matter
get
of
it.
fact, if y'all go to the first formation, if you go to the first formation page, the link is up. We still got 6 slots open to the open.
Six
It's open.
slots. How
Six
many
slots is
people?
open.
How many
Yeah,
we got?
well, it's just there because it was based on something else, but it's open.
Oh, okay.
About a Friday. If those slots ain't been filled, then I'm just gonna go ahead and
I'm
close
gonna
it off, and
roll
we
with
go
it.
with what we
Hey,
got.
tell
So,
your peoples about it. If you know somebody that want to get into fantasy football, want to play this year, hey, tell them about first formation, man. Get on in it, man. Get on in
but
it.
yeah. So of course, Bishop, you did say this. This is
Mhm.
what happened. Baker Mayfield was named yesterday. We did say it was gonna probably happen yesterday. Baker Mayfield was named as the starting quarterback for
Boom. Soon. Let's go. I said,
He
you
was
come on.
named as the starting quarterback.
He
Uh,
was.
bas- Basically, the conversation that Matt Rule had, as you know, Matt Rule is the head coach for the Carolina Panthers. He basically said they were looking for 3 things. Where we're looking at the potential quarterback. One being the mastery of the offense. Secondly, the situation football excellence, and lastly, the movement of the ball and getting the guys involved. The draft is on Sunday. On Sunday at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, Commissioner. So uh so now that has what it has done, it has put and basically said, or going back to those 3 things, he said
Mitch
they
got a
felt
question.
it's on the link is on the first form on that page, Commissioner, on the first formation Facebook page is at the top. It should be at the top. I put it there this morning. Um, so what you have is um he said basically he was the swiftest to account for all that type of stuff. So now what you have is he's in the contract year additionally, so that's added to it the situation. So, but Sam Darnold is basically said he looks for it, he understands. He's like he was upset because it's the first time he has been delegated to a backup quarterback position
Mm-hmm.
since
College.
college, being in college.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so now, but he said, and now listen to this. This is the kicker, in my opinion, Bishop. He said that his ultimately he still wants to be a starter in the NFL. So, in my opinion, now what we have that's entered into the fray is another potential trade chip for any team that is struggling or has a back who has a lackluster quarterback at their helm. Do you see a situation where Darnold goes to Pete Carroll, a USC alumnus, and where he has an opportunity? I don't know. Is there going to be a situation besides that? Now, is there any other situation
So
where we're looking at?
Sam Donald was a USC alumnus?
Yeah, Sam Darnold was a Trojan.
Oh, so he got beat by. I mean, he got beat out by Oklahoma Sooner then.
There
Oh,
you
okay.
go with that.
I'm in my line. I mean, he is that not true? Is that
Yes,
did that just
that's
not happen?
that's just what happened, I guess, if you look at it in that way.
I mean, true facts. I mean, it is what it is.
Is Drew Lock better than Darnold?
Whew. I would love to see that battle, bro. To be honest with you, I would love to see that battle. I would love to see
That's
that
one way
battle.
to do it. To make the trade for
That would be a
them to
really good
make the
battle.
trade. Uh, put them in Seattle.
But what if, what if Sam Darnold was to go to Cleveland?
Oh, that's
Mm,
another possibility.
mm,
Just in the nick of time, huh?
boy, you talk about a game. Carolina play Cleveland first. That's the only reason he's getting the start. I don't believe that, Eric. Oh, he says yes. Drew is better than Donald. Okay. Ooh, why you bring him home? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, commish. I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, I feel where you're coming from, but I feel like we know Sam Darnold probably is not better than Jimmy Garoppolo. So I feel like Jimmy would probably get picked before Sam would, in my opinion. I see Jimmy getting picked up before somebody would go after Sam, in my opinion. But I mean, it's possible. I was wrong when I said Mayfield would not start. I know you were. Don't worry about it, CC.
This
You'll be
guy.
wrong about it. You'll be wrong about a lot of other things. Don't worry about it, CC. I told you that, CC. I told you that Sam that it was stated that Baker Mayfield came in commanding
Yeah,
the offense. He came in
it was even said that he
immediately.
was. I think it was even said, Bishop, that it was his job to lose.
It was, yeah, yeah, it was said that.
They wasn't
Yeah,
going to say it, but it was his job to lose
yeah,
ultimately. So
basically, yes, they did say it. And keep in mind, y'all, and this is why I said initially, this is one of the main reasons why I said Baker was gonna win. They had Sam last year.
you did say that.
They had Sam.
So if
So
they went
for
out and
them to
got
go
somebody, yeah,
that part, for them to go pick up a whole nother quarterback, it was something they didn't like in what they seen in Sam. So I mean, you had to see that they was gonna start Baker, and Baker, like Trey said, he had to come in and lose the job. It was his job to lose, and he didn't do it. He came in and showed what he was capable of.
now, what you do have, however, in Baker Mayfield is in starting. As starting, he is 0-3 as a starter for the for opening games.
Yeah,
He has thrown 2 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. His QBR is 38, and he has scored average of 16 points for his scoring for his open for games in which he played opener in. So I don't know if that's something to hang the hat on.
you really trying to jinx my boy, huh? That's what you're trying to do.
Just saying, can we get a
Really
boomer
trying to
sooner?
jinx my boy. Yeah, no, we ain't getting no boomer sooner after that. Hell
So
no,
like,
we ain't getting no boomer sooner for that. Trying to jinx my boy, bro. You see how he do? You see how he do?
I'm just
See how
reporting
he
the
do?
news, facts. As I was
Yeah,
reporting
yeah,
the
yeah.
news.
You always support, yes, yeah, reporting
So,
the
but
context.
additionally, Matt Carey, but it brings up interesting notion and where we was just talking about Darnold. So I think I would have thought that would have happened initially, like Darnold would be looking at a potential trade chip, but I think it's a little bit harder because Matt Carroll is currently out for the season as he has a ligament tear in his foot, so he's done
Mm,
for the year. So it's not going to happen. Is Darnold better than Dave Mills? So they faced off against each other in college, I believe. No, they
hmm.
didn't. Or did they? They might have. No, so I don't think so. Well, yeah, I think Darnold's better than Mills.
Oh,
So
okay. So I think he's
does
better
he go
than
to
Mills.
does he get to Houston? I don't know. Like I just think at this point, Jimmy Garoppolo and Sam Darnold become front runners potentially
Any team that's looking for a quarterback.
teams if they can make it make the deal sweet.
Yeah,
Um, uh, Other additional conversation when we talk about quarterbacks, uh, Tampa Bay quarterback Tom Brady is back in camp
that's right.
after his predetermined time off. So now we're looking at a situation where Brady's out. Now, a lot of conversation was being talked about yesterday as I was checking out. And some of the conversation was that basically Tom um, is going to have. I think this is going to be one of his biggest, largest seasons where he's going to have a few issues due to the fact of Tampa Bay is trying to find the right line to protect him. It's a
Right.
little
They got
hard, you know.
two new
Yeah,
guys on the line this year.
and they're not. It's not. We're not even talking about off tackles. We're talking about interior linemen, to
Yeah.
where saying they're able to get to him quick. We all know Tom is not the most mobile of quarterbacks,
That part.
so so it's like with the emphasis is on the outside, where the pressure is coming from the inside, and that's where he tends to take more sacks from. So, but he did come back off his 11-day hiatus from the team. They're not sure if he's going to play in the preseason finale yet. Uh, but one of the things that was discussed, and which my reason for saying that I don't know how dialed in time is, which I think is going to be harmful to his situation, is that even Tampa Bay's general manager Jason Flick stated that Tom announced on February 1st that he was done with the NFL. Right? He said he was retiring. By the 13th, he was getting text messages that was basically saying that, "Hey, I don't know if I'm done." Because he was looking at the Super Bowl, he had the juices going. He said he still felt he had the fire, and so he's like he didn't think that Tom was done. I guess Bishop was on that call, or they had the line tap because he was thinking the same thing. And basically that's what had him in the position of thought that, like, you know what, Tom isn't done yet. He's here, but like I said, it seems like he's hokey pokey in it right now, one leg in, one leg out, so to speak. And I think that's what's going to be the difference when it comes down to it. Now they did get Mike Evans back in practice. Chris Godwin's back in practice, coming back off this ACL, but he is not cleared to play yet. But he is cleared to practice. So a lot of moving parts, and when you think about Tampa Bay going in this year. Who's their first? Isn't Dallas their first game of the season again?
Who?
Tampa Bay's. Who's Tampa Bay's first game of the season?
No, I don't think. Is it Dallas? No, I don't think. I don't think it's Dallas. Is it? Hold on, let me see. I'll find out for you. Hold on
Or
one
New
second.
England? Or who is it?
Uh,
Who's their first game of the season? Yeah, Dallas. Yeah, it's Dallas. See,
Is
yeah, Dallas.
Dallas?
Yeah, because run it back. So I think Dallas gets them this year.
They got him last year, didn't they? Oh no, they
No,
almost
they
got him.
almost got him. They almost got
Yeah.
him. I think Dallas gets them this year.
You think so? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think Dallas gets them this year. Uh, to answer your question, I don't think Dobbs is looking all right, Anthony, but I don't think he's going to get Jacoby just yet. Even though we haven't seen Jacoby, but of course we haven't seen Jacoby because they're trying to protect. Um, but yeah, I think Dallas gets him this year. I think Dallas takes that.
Of course you do. Oh, they playing it. They playing in Dallas too.
Dallas gets. I think Dallas gets. Of course, like I said, a quick plug. Hey, first formation, pick 10. Go sign up. That's also on the page too. Get it in. Pick 10. Have your opportunity to get to voice that, record it, and saying say it with your chest. But yeah, so I think that is definitely going to happen. Possibly. Um, Additionally,
Yep.
lastly, another quarterback. Oh, well, going back to the TB12 situations, Bishop, since you were one of the bigger advocates of thinking that Tom is going to. So, do you think what is your ceiling for Tom? You think this year? I think he's going to have a mediocre season to what we've seen. What do you think? What's your aspects on Tom this year?
You already know my aspects. You the one don't feel like Tom ain't gonna do nothing. I'm the one feel like Tom is finna be Tom of old. I feel like Tom is gonna come out here. He didn't took that little break too. That's something he's never done in his whole 20 some
Correct.
years. He's
Mm-hmm.
never taken a break, especially right before the season starts. He's never taken. I think he went and took that break with his family, refreshed himself. He is ready. Tom is finna be that Tom, that the Tom of old, man. Tom finna get y'all that work. Finna and Dallas is the first to get chopped up.
So that means y'all play them too, correct? If Dallas plays
Uh,
them, do y'all play them?
no, I don't think we played the Bucks.
Okay, that was just it's just the top seeds because Dallas
Yeah,
as y'all won the top seed, then y'all would be playing them
yeah,
basically. Okay,
probably.
but y'all didn't win the top seed.
No, we
Y'all,
didn't.
y'all was the division champions this year.
No, no, we weren't. No,
Uh,
it's cool. It happens. We won the Super Bowl most recently, though, out of us in San Francisco. Just
we went to the most recent Super Bowl,
don't matter.
and
When you go, don't matter if you
we
go.
we've been to two
Don't matter if
recent
you go.
NFC champions too.
Buffalo went 3 times in a row and they didn't win. That don't mean nothing.
Actually, 4 times in a row.
What was
But
40?
in any case,
What
you
you
know
say,
what?
Anthony? What was that, Anthony? What you say? Brady going to have a big Ben moment. Ooh, he will feel old and can't do it no more. What? Remember that, Anthony? Remember, timestamp that.
Like immediately.
Timestamp that. Yep, timestamp that.
San Francisco's a better team, Bishop. I just thought I'd say that.
A better
But
team, a better team than who?
then Philadelphia. Like I said, I'm just gonna.
Oh my
All I'm
God.
doing is making statements, and I'm gonna let the statements talk for themselves.
This dude here is on one, bro. I don't know what this dude be. I don't know what this
Although, like I
dude.
said, y'all look good, but yeah. So of course, so additional another quarterback conversation for them. Where the Who Dat Nation at as quarterback Jameis Winston did make his appearance again in practice yesterday, practicing on the 11 on 11 drills, making the jump from the 7-on-7 to the 11-on-11 drills. Although he did not do too well, he was very rusty in the series in which he basically went 1 of 6 with 1 interception. The only completion he had was a completion to Jarvis Landry, knocking off the rust in the speak. So even in that same statement and saying that saying he was 1 of 6 in the 4 series, basically, head coach Allen stated that he's okay with Jameis not making it to the playing in the finale game of the preseason. Bishop, you're a head coach. You
Mm-hmm.
see your presumable starter quarterback is struggling. Do you not want to see him in real game action in a sense, even if it's
You talking about
preseason?
Jameis, right?
Yeah, Jameis. Yes.
No, because he's already nursing an injury for the most part.
So you're fine
Yeah,
with just going into the season with him, not knowing what
yeah.
saying presumably just what the
I mean, I feel like we've
repetitions
seen enough
practice.
of what he. Yeah, I feel like they've probably seen enough of what they need to see. If he ain't getting it, we do have a backup. So if he ain't getting it, we can definitely put that backup in try and put some fire underneath that butt to make him want to do better. But yeah, with that injury, no, I'm not putting him out there. I'm not taking any chances.
It's funny you say that because New York Giants defensive end Kayvon Thibodeau will miss 3 to 4 weeks with the MCL sprain
NCL
that
sprain.
he did get in the like you was just saying that he did get in
Mm-hmm.
the preseason game. So it brings back the conversation that we've been having. Like,
Stop it!
mm,
Stop it! You don't
you know
believe that?
what? I'm gonna come back to that. I'm gonna come back to that in reference of the basically because what you have there, in I know in Bishop mind, what the exactly in my mind is that basically Winston statistically is going to be a better quarterback than Tom Brady. So
No, no. He said top three.
yeah. So I'm
Will be
presuming
in the
that
top. Tom Brady
yeah,
will be 1 or 2 if he's saying Winston gonna be
yeah.
3.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. So that's
Yeah,
what it said in my mind. I'm sorry. That's what it said in
of
my
course in
mind.
your mind. Of
In
course in your
my
mind.
mind, that's what it was saying.
But
But
of
when it's
course
saying
in
to
his
you,
mind, this is the same guy that's going to draft Tom Brady if he can. It's the same
yes,
guy though. Same
I'm not
guy.
a fool.
Same
I'm
guy
not
though.
a
Same
fool
guy, right?
now.
Top 3, yeah, Eric. I don't know what he's talking about, bro. He's going off of what Jameis did over in Tampa Bay. Now, AP out of control as always. Who top 3? That man, Anthony, man, Anthony be on some other stuff, man. Ron, Anthony be on some other stuff, man. He will not have more passing yards than Tom, nor Matthew Stafford, probably nor Josh Allen. He will not. He probably won't even have more than Jalen Hurts.
I did not expect that. I
He
did not
probably won't.
expect that. I didn't
He
even think
probably
you
won't.
had enough gall to sit up and put Jalen Hurts in that as far as when have we known Jalen Hurts to fill up the stat sheet in passing yards? Why would
When
he
have,
do it now?
when have we had a receiving core like we had to fill up the stat sheet like that?
How
Don't
many
worry
passing
about it.
yards did he have last year with Devontae Adams? I mean, with Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. And all we had was Devontae Smith. That's all we had.
Well,
He
how
didn't
many
have
passing yards
nothing.
did he have?
Jalen Rigger didn't do nothing.
I know, Cornelius. Like, bro, like, how did Hurts get in that conversation? Like,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you his stats.
Herbert is definitely a person left out
He
the
had
conversation.
3,000.
3,000 passing yards with
Mm-hmm.
with.
3,000.
How did he get in that conversation? That is not changing. You
He
know
had,
what? It might change. It might change
it
by
might change. He had
500. Yeah,
3,000 with just a
500
Devontae
yards.
Smith. He had
500 yards.
3,000 with just a Devontae Smith. He got
35
AJ
yards.
Brown now too.
3,500 is all they gonna get. 3,500 maybe this year.
You out your everlasting mind, bro. Everlasting, and he gonna double. He probably gonna double in touchdowns.
How many he had last year?
16.
He's you say he throwing 32 touchdowns this year?
Yeah.
I'll give him maybe 25.
That's close enough to doubling.
No, that's not doubling. That's not
I
doubling.
said close enough to doubling. That's
Not.
good enough.
That's. Well, you know
Wentz
what?
had more
I gave
Hurts,
him too
more.
much.
Wentz had more. Wait, hold on. Wait. Wentz had more than Hurts on the Colts. No, he did not.
Check. I mean, you will search it. Go search.
Yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see. And if he did, he had more weapons.
Yes, thank you, Ron. He is not in this conversation in any way, form, fashion.
Why is he not? Why is he
That's
not
like
in this conversation?
me trying to slide Trey
Oh
Lance.
my God, he had 400 more yards.
He still had more yards with
400.
less of
Not
a
even
receiving
400,
core.
300 some more yards.
With less of a receiving core.
How is that? How's
Only thing that Wentz had was Michael Pittman Jr. That's it.
And all we had was Devontae. That's it. So how has he had less? All we had was Devontae. That's it.
You know what, Bishop? I understand your narratives for the Philadelphia Eagles are starting to become a bit outlandish. I just wanted to put you on.
No, I'm just telling you what's about to happen. I'm telling you what God love the truth, and I'm telling you what's about to happen.
The truth is, Wentz is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
You don't even believe that. If Wentz is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts, Wentz is definitely better than Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance together. Together, he's better than both of them together. What up, Wayne?
What's good? That's what it said.
Yes,
Wentz is. I understand. You know, what I'm saying.
I bet you this. Watch this. I'm put it out here now. Bold prediction: Jalen Hurts top 10 in quarterback passing. I've said it. Timestamp that.
Yards.
Yes. Top 10. Top 10. Yes. Timestamp.
But that's possible. I don't think.
Hold up. There's 32 teams. Oh, hold on. That's 32 teams. How is that possible?
Yeah, that's possible.
Hold on. You just said he ain't even gonna make it. You just giving him 400 more yards than what he got.
I give 500, 3,500.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. 400. He had 31.
That's possible to get the top 10 because we don't have too many QBs that go 4,000.
Top 10.
That's 3,500 is mediocre. That's average. So I think he can get mediocre and average.
Hold on, I'm finna see for 2021. Let's see.
QB passing yards for 2021.
Yep.
3,500 is average.
Hold on, let's see. 5,000. The top 10, which was for 2021, number 10 was Aaron Rodgers, and he had 4,015. 4,115. Mm-hmm. So 3,500 is not gonna get you in top 10.
What? So that was the least was for Aaron Rodgers.
No, Aaron Rodgers was 10 at 4,115. 115. That's what I'm saying. That 3,500 is not gonna get you at 3,500 is only gonna get you at
average
18. Where average 18? Is gonna get you at 18 where Carson Wentz was.
Okay, then that's what I said Jalen Hurts is going to be average.
No, I said
3,500. No, I'm saying he's going to be average.
No, you said it ain't hard to get in the top 10. You said that ain't saying much.
Well, then
I'm saying it's saying a lot.
Okay, so but I think he's going to be average at 3,500. So I
that's not average because that's the top 10 is better than.
I would figure that average is anywhere between 5. There's 20 through 15 is average. 12 through 16 is average. I'm trying
to see where Jalen was. Oh, Jalen was 21 last year. He was 21. I think he's gonna
be about 18,
spots, bro.
18. I think he's gonna be about 18.
No, 7, I said he's moving up 10 spots, bro. 9 spots. I said he's moving up 9 spots. Well, let's see. We'll see. He will
You
be
gotta think. You
10.
gotta think. So it's a lot of shaking and moving going on in this case. Like we would have thought, because what first comes to mind is the other Boomer Sooner dude that y'all got that, but he's without DeAndre Hopkins, so we can't include him. But it's like, man, it's like now
And keep in
that
mind,
Dak has his receivers here back in the fray.
keep in mind,
Um,
Carson Wentz played 2 more games than Jalen Hurts too.
Carson Wentz has receivers now, like better receivers than he had in
Right?
Indianapolis. Like
He do.
it's
He
going to
do.
be different.
Facts.
It's going to be a completely
But
different
Carson
story.
Wentz played 2 more games than Jalen Hurts played last year. 2 more games. And he was only 400. He was only 300 yards
Aaron
more.
Rodgers doesn't have the receivers he had last year. Like it's a
Aaron
whole
Rodgers was
different.
10. He was number 10
Yeah.
last year.
Okay. Who was number one?
Tom Brady, that man with
You know what?
5,316.
Don't do that look anymore, Bishop.
I'm
Don't
just that man. I keep telling you, this dude is. Come on, man.
Tom Brady doesn't have the blocking that he has, so he's not going to put up them type of numbers. Who was number two?
Justin Herbert.
Oh, he might be number one. He might be number one.
He was only 302 yards away from Tom Brady.
Yes, he fills the stat sheet. So Justin Herbert might be number one. Where was Stafford at? Gunslinger.
3.
Oh, okay. So those might be the top. Well, no, because Stafford don't have what he had last year either. So
Who you don't have is
but
outside of OBJ.
he doesn't have Robert Woods.
Yeah.
And Jefferson is injured, so he's not starting off with the same thing. So I mean, yes, Cooper, he has Cup, that's without a doubt, but Cup doesn't have those people that took away some of that stuff. But I mean, Cup earned a lot of his stuff on one-on-ones and stuff like that. He's not a burner. He's not going to sit up and kill you up the field. But it's completely different. Where was Burrow at? I know
Burrow
that's
6
number 6
with 4,600.
Yeah, so that a lot of that's going to move around, but I think Justin Herbert is going to continue to see. He's probably going to overtake Brady. Brady's going to drop. I think Stafford's going to drop.
So who was that? Somebody said something about was going to be in the top 3. Who said this? Oh, Winston.
Price,
he said Winston. Price
Winston.
said Jameis was going to be in the top 3.
Yeah,
Let me tell you,
Jameis
top
can
3
play.
was.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was 1. Justin Herbert. Winston not doing it. Winston's not out throwing Tom. Winston's not out throwing Herbert.
He can outthrow Tom this year, I think, but he's not coming close to Herbert. I don't think
he's not out throwing Tom or Herbert. And I said he wasn't.
Well, you know what? I said corrected. I think Winston can get up there. I do.
No, he's not. He's not out throwing the top 3, bro. He's not out throwing Tom, Justin, or Matthew. He's not out throwing Patrick.
I think okay, that might be true. I don't know. No, because Patrick is without the difference maker.
Here you go with the Tyreek, but
I'm just saying, real talk. I'm not saying that. So let me make sure I clarify. Okay. True enough, he still has receivers to a degree, but what made him is not there anymore. Like, yes, he can become effective and get the yards and stuff like that, but he's not going to put up humongous yards because he doesn't have those type of receivers. He got Drew. We talked about it the other day. Juju Smith is a intermediate. He's not taking the top off. He's going to play intermediate. He get the ball, from a slot, or even though he's going to play the 1 or the 2, he's going. That's where he's going to do his damage at. He's not going. So I don't see a lot of long distance Juju. That's like saying Juju is going to be a 1,200 yard pass catcher. Or 1,200 yards. I see Juju maybe at, I see Juju at maybe 9, high 8s to maybe the cusp of 1,000 yards passing or maybe different. I could be wrong because we got to take into consideration it is Mahomes. So one's performance is going to exact the other's performance, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said I don't foresee like the huge jump. But I do see a huge jump with Herbert. I do see a huge jump with Jameis from what we know of him. If he can get the that other stuff down, he now has Landry. He has a good rookie in Olave. Michael Thomas is coming back. Like, he was doing damage with 5-2 without a Michael Thomas. So now he's back. Like, when he gets the rust off, he's probably going to be a problem. And so I can see that going up. I think Matt Stafford may drop a little. I see Tom Brady possibly dropping a little due to the fact that they don't have as strong as a line as they did last year. So those things I see.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Trey.
Yes,
sir. Let me ask you this. So these are the top 10. I already told you who 10 was Aaron Rodgers. I told you the top 3 was Tom Brady, Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford. So now I want to hear, do you think Winston, I heard what you said about Herbert and Stafford and Brady with Winston. And I heard what you said about Patrick Mahomes. He's number 4.
Mhm.
Then there's Derek Carr at 5, Joe Burrow at 6, Dak Prescott at 7, Josh Allen at 8, where I see what Anthony Price saying Josh Allen will
They're
be number
moving.
1.
All three of them are moving up.
Kirk Cousins is at and rounds out number 9, or is number 9. And
Mm-mm,
of course, like I said, Aaron Rodgers is 10.
mm-mm. So Aaron Rodgers, I think, falls out the top 10.
Ooh,
Aaron Rodgers falls out the top 10.
ooh. Your boy Jimmy G was 12.
I don't even think Trey Lance is going to crack. It'll be interesting if Trey Lance cracks top 15. So I'm not even having to put in a conversation for the 49ers in this conversation.
Okay.
So but I definitely think Jameis moves into the top 10. I think Aaron Rodgers falls out the top 10. But I mean that's not saying much. Kirk, stop, Eric. Kirk ain't even in that conversation.
Yeah, they had
Uh,
Kirk. They had Kirk Cousins is his number. I told you, Kirk Cousins is number. Kirk Cousins number 9. He's right
I,
above
I
Rodgers.
I think he falls out too. I think he falls out. I think Rodgers and Kirk Cousins falls out the top 10. I think Jamie Wilson gets into the top 10. I think some of the ones at the top push down.
So
So
you think Jameis Winston gets in,
to
Kirk
the top
Cousins
10?
and Aaron Rodgers drop out of the top 10, but Jalen Hurts can't get in the top 10. And he had a number 21
No, I don't think
with
he
no
falls out.
receivers. What
He
he
might.
had? He had one receiver last year compared to the 4 he got this
Well,
year.
he might get into the top 10. He might push them down, but that might
Bro.
that's still I don't know if that's going to be 4,000, but he might get into the top 10. In order to push Kirk Cousins and Aaron
So
Rodgers
the
out.
hate is real. He said the hate is real.
Russell Wilson.
Who Russell? Where was Russell Wilson?
All right.
22 below Hurts. Anthony, 22 below Hurts.
Oh, we even talk about Carson Wentz. He gets in they're being pushed out. So yeah,
I told you where he was 18
yeah, but
last year.
he has receivers. He has Samuels. He
But
has
why? Okay, see,
Lamorne.
this is what bothers me, right?
I'm
Carson
listening.
Wentz now has receivers, but
Yes,
Jalen Hurts doesn't. So he goes up, but Jalen Hurts
Carson
doesn't
Wentz
go up.
is a better quarterback than Jalen
No,
Hurts.
he is not. That's why he got bitched because of Jalen. He got
No, he
bitched. How
got
can you
benched
think?
because he was tired because they was pre decisions which he makes. Ultimately, okay, I understand quarterback is a decision driven decision driven position, in which Carson Wentz tends to make bad decisions. But when Carson Wentz is in his bag and clicking, he's a
When is he in his
problem.
bag? When is he in his bag? Because he couldn't. He forgot his bag when he lost to the Jaguars. The bag was lost. He couldn't find his bag. It was still on the. It was still on the turnbuckle at the airport. He lost his bag somewhere in flight because you talking about when he's in his bag. When is he getting in his bag? Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. But because he has weapons now,
He has weapons, yes.
and Jalen doesn't.
And we ain't even broke up Tua. Like it's a lot of people conversations. Like
Tua. Oh, bro, let me tell you. I'm glad you brought him up because I was waiting. I knew his name was coming. Tua. Woo, where is he at? Ooh, the list stopped. I don't even know where Tua is. Let me see. Oh, 27.
mm-hmm.
27.
Completely different ball game now. He got Cedric Wilson. He has Cedric Wilson. He has Tyreek Hill. He has Waddle. Like it's completely different ball game now.
How does he not have more weapons than Hurts? Are you serious? Anthony, really think about what you just said.
He don't. Y'all got you got Goddard. You got Smith.
AJ Brown.
You got Brown. You got Sanders. Or maybe Scott.
No,
Is Scott a receiving
we got
back?
Charles. We got Quaz.
You got Watkins. Yeah, you got Watkins. Okay.
We got Devontae Smith. We got AJ Brown. We got Goddard. Really? And who does the Commanders have? I'm waiting.
They got Samuel. They got McLaurin. They have Logan. They have who's out there? They have J.D. Kissick, who's a good receiving back. I'm not sure the
If we had backs, then we might as well throw in Miles Sanders.
I said, is Sanders a receiving back?
Yes.
Okay, Sanders.
Okay. So you named just as many people as I named. Stop it, man. Russell Wilson has an O-line this year with the running back. We'll see if Denver has that. We'll see, Wayne. We'll see. Tua is not worth. Thank you, Eric. Tell this guy right here next to me.
I
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. This dude is high up on Tua. You would think he went to USC, but we know he went to Alabama. You would think Tua went to USC, but he went to Alabama. But this
I
dude
just
right
think
here,
yeah, I just think he's due his he's due. And I ain't like Tua. I don't like. I'm not particularly a Tua fan, but I just think he's due
that part too.
at this
Marcus
point.
Samuels is always hurt. McLaurin is that guy for real. I give him McLaurin. I knew they had him. I give him McLaurin. Hurts wins that battle. Thank you. Thank you. Scary Terry is nice, but he can't do it by himself. The NFC least all going to be good. East all going to be good for a change. It's going to be juicy. Say it again, Ron, the professor. Thank you, man. So where you putting old number 27 ranked Tua? Is he gonna break the top 15? Since he got all the weapons to oh my goodness.
He moves up 12 spots.
Tua is not a good NFL quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater will be starting before the fourth game. Oh, Wayne, let that dude know. I done sat here and told this guy, bro. I done told this guy that stuff he did out in Alabama is not finna translate.
Like again, I did not care for Tua. I just think his time is.
But it's go Bucks all day though. Oh, you must be a Bucks fan. I tried to tell him that Tom Brady finna be that dude. Marcus, but he don't want to be a Scary Terry, Samuel Dotson, Logan Gibson, Sims. Of course you're gonna say that, Anthony. That's your squad. I could do that. I just did the exact same thing for my Eagles. Samuel don't stay healthy though, like you said. We're gonna see what Logan do. I give y'all a Scary Terry, but other than that, y'all kind of. I'm an Alabama fan. I get you, Wayne. I get you. If Tua don't make top 15, this needs to be his last time starting for a franchise. Time to hang it up, but ooh.
We go, hey, that's what we doing? Are like that? All the other people get if Josh Johnson can play for 18 teams in all these years, then everyone else deserves a continues. If Josh Rosen continues to get an opportunity to be on people's roster, everyone should deserve an opportunity.
That part, you right.
Eagles fans in week 2, I'm taking the all bets Vikings.
Bro. Hey, bro. We got it. Wait. Eagles fan week 2, I'm taking all bets. Logan coming off injury. Yeah, we know. Logan's no, where is it? Logan's coming. Oh, where? Oh, here it is. Logan's coming off injury and Gibson might lose his spot. Well,
True that. Gibson may.
Ooh.
It can happen. It can happen, but that doesn't mean that San Francisco is going to still be out. That just means he's better than him. Let's not mix the fact of saying like presumably good stats can help you, but as we just seen, Herbert was the second best passer, and they didn't make the playoffs. So I mean, it goes. I mean, does not mix the two. It's just a possibility. We talk about two different things. Ultimately, it's helpful to sit up and get that and be able to turn it into success, but it doesn't always happen. So I ensure that. So don't get it misconstrued when I say certain things that I'm saying that the team is going to be this. I'm just saying for that individual point. I just think Tua is going to have a good year statistically. Hence the reason I always pinpoint statistically. But I'm not saying Miami is going to be that team. Although I did say they were.
Who's going to pick?
Although I did say Miami
Tom Brady
is
over
9-7.
But he is going to pick Tom Brady over Tua though. This is that same dude, yo. I'm looking for Kyle Murray to have a breakout. Me too, Wayne. Me too. Even though his key receiver is going to be out for 6 games, I still think Kyler going to make it happen. Trey, if you had Tua, who would you start with the 49ers? Him or Trey? Ooh, I like that question.
Trey.
But you believe in Tua. How you going to start Trey?
Again, I believe Tua is going to be – I think Tua is going to make a step, but I'm still going to go with Trey. Why? But I do think until Tua could prove differently, I just think he's going to make steps from where he was currently. That's just my point. Hurts would be the top 5 rushing QB.
Marcus, don't hype him up. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Don't do that. Trey Nance is not that dude to look for. Hurts will only be top 5 in rushing QB. Okay. I expect that from a Commanders player, a fan. I get it. I totally get it. I expect that from a Commanders player, without question. That's without being said.
So of course that's our time for today. We look forward to rocking with y'all tomorrow. Y'all know what time formation starts 09 today, 1100 hours. Be sure to be here. Don't bleed into the formation. We of course be bringing you whatever the hottest and latest is in the sports. It'll be taking a little break tomorrow. We know the WNBA tonight has a game.
This is the what you call game, ain't it?
Their second game for
win or
the
go home, right?
win or
Right.
go home for the
Yeah.
go to the next round. So
Yeah.
they'll be taking that front and center stage. More conversation. I'm very sure after getting off, we're gonna have some conversations. Maybe go over. Maybe this week. I know Ron should be back on the show on Friday. Hopefully, maybe we as we get ready to get started. No, maybe we'll do it next week. Y'all already know that power ranking is coming with
That
top
part.
5. So you know what I'm saying. Y'all know how we do here on First Formation. Glad y'all rocking with us today, high speeds. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. You know what time the First Formation is. Bishop, any last word before we ride out, brother?
Hey man, thank y'all so much for tuning in to First Formation. We definitely Trey Lance will lead the NFL. I like you. Later, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey man, we thank y'all so much. We are never the First Formation without you guys, man. We appreciate you. We love having y'all on here. Definitely love keeping y'all in tune on what's going on in the NFL. In sports period. I'm sorry, not just the NFL, but sports period. We are so close. One day closer to college football, and even a day closer to NFL. Y'all know when college starts, it's about to be on. Y'all gonna see a plethora of Boomer Sooner stuff coming out this way. So do know. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Thank y'all so much. Be sure to tune in Monday through Friday from 9 to 1100 hours Central Standard Time for your civilian personnel. We appreciate y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all Tuesday. Tune in tomorrow. As always, that's all I got, Trey. Y'all be easy.
Holla.
Peace.